Hello everyone and welcome back to another unboxing / review. It has been a while once again since the last Nendoroid video. Of course, as you know, there's been so many FGO shenanigans going on, so I decided to focus on that for a little bit, but things seem to be calming down. Hopefully we still get Musashi Berserker, but hey, for the next couple of months there's not really anything I'm too keen to roll on, so it's back to the bread and butter of the channel, the Nendoroids, as I'm sure you've all been looking forward to. Of course, this video is coming at the request of Ice in the comments, as always. He wanted to know what my thoughts on Waiver was over here versus Gray, which I'll show up a picture like somewhere here. You can have a look and compare the two, but we'll crack into good old Waiver / El-Melloi the second over here. So if you don't know, I won't really explain why he's called that here, but go check out, definitely go check out the El-Melloi Case Files anime. It's actually quite good. I quite enjoyed it. I think they've announced a second season as well, so hopefully we'll be getting that, I think, later this year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it starts this month. I know a couple of shows are randomly starting in August, even though like we're a couple weeks into the season already. But hey, I ain't complaining if it shows up before next season. Let's see. How did you get stuck down there? Can I get it out without ripping the box? There we go. That was weird. If you are wondering, I did get this from, I think it was the Good Smile Stay at Home campaign back in 2020. So it's a little old, so you probably won't really be able to find them too easy. I've been getting a lot of comments on, especially some of the older videos, for people asking like, hey, where do you get this from? I'm really trying to look for it, especially like the Attack on Titan ones. Like, so many people want like Hanji and Eren and all of them, but of course, it's been long since Season 4 came out and they kind of sold out everywhere. But hey, hopefully they do a re-release with the final season part 2, I think they're calling it. But here's all our parts over here. Personally, I would have liked if they included some parts to make him look more like younger Waiver. Or heck, could we get a younger Waiver Nendoroid? That'd be cool too. Pop that over to the side. What's in here? A couple of arms, spare parts, spare legs. Nothing too interesting. What the heck is in his knee over there? That's weird. There's like a joint just sticking out there. I don't know if you can see it just over there. Just stabbed into his leg. Was there something that's supposed to kill? Oh, it's for when he's kneeling down to look down at things. Look at the clues. Still not sure which kind of pose I want to go with here. I'll have to play around. Let's pull him out. I think from now on I'll skip all the in-depth detailed looks at the parts. I'll just kind of show it off like this. Of course, we will pull him out of the box. So we've got a cigarette over there, his hand holding a cigar. Then one here with a, is that a lighter? No, it's just a lit cigarette or a match. No, it's a match, that's what it is. Well, this I guess wants to be shown off. We've got a book holding hand. Him just wearing his jumper. Couple of faceplates here, like this is the cigarette one. There is actually, let's see if I can get that out. There is actually a hole just over there so you can slide the cigarette in. Very nice. Is that a mark or is that, no, that's just dust. I'm sorry I haven't opened you in so long, buddy. You've been lying there waiting for a while, haven't you? There's this face here, this kind of like cocky, smug of him. Of course, he's got his glasses, a teacup, his head down for when he's just using that lazy outfit. And let us have a look at the actual guy himself. Let's see. Me personally, I'd like to see a bit more of his character. Like, I mean, I like Waiver. Everyone likes Waiver, especially now. He was a bit whiny in Fate Zero, but he's kind of cool now, but still got that whiny self of his, which I kind of like. Plus his relationship with Gray is great. So I'd like to see more of him in the show, more of him as a teacher. I mean, like, he does show up in, what is it called? The Elia show? Khalid Liner. There we go. But very briefly, like just a bit of a cameo at the start of episode 1 or something. And then maybe once at another season for like 2 seconds. Get your head back in. There we go. There he is in all his glory. Definitely aged up a bit. He's got all those like wrinkles from, I guess, stress. The stress of clock tower life. I do like the scarf though, I'll admit that. But there we go. He's very detective looking like. Which I guess suits him because the case files is all about solving things. Oh geez. The scarf doesn't really stay in place too well. Let's put him back there. Well, actually, that's pretty much honestly all that I want to really take a look at in this box. So let's jump into some poses. Alright, here is our first pose. At first it may look simple, but I found out very quickly all of his joints are really, really, really small. So it is really hard to get pretty much anything in here. So while putting this in his hand into the arm slot, the cigarette popped off. It seemingly is meant to do that. Like I think, because there's like a little peg over here and a hole over there. But of course, like some of the brown has like rubbed off on his hand over there. So I wouldn't recommend pulling it off. I don't know if it's supposed to, but like, you know, just one thing to be aware of. Because I don't think it was supposed to do that. And if it was, his arm is just poorly designed. Also, the scarf is being super annoying to deal with while posing him and putting things on. I recommend just pulling the head off and the scarf and then just putting the arms and legs where you need to be and then popping everything back on at the end so it doesn't get too in your way. But there we go. Very simple pose, but bit of an annoyance to do with such a small, fragile part in his hand over there and tight joints. But yeah, we'll just move on to the second pose. Alright, next up we have our at-home pose. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, he got rained on in this episode and his jacket was just drying or something like that. And he's just having a cup of tea to warm him up. He's taken off his jacket and he's just wearing some nice dry t-shirt while he waits. And also to warm him up on the inside. Of course, I do like the touch that there is actually tea in this thing. Normally they give out, like, you know, those blank empty cups, which kind of boring. But hey, being able to see a little bit of color in there is it does go a long way. Of course, he does have his hair all tied back as well. This does have like a ball joint, so you can move it around if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a really simple pose. You just pop off the old torso, pop on the new one, and then switch out the back piece of the hair, and you're done. And then also chuck on the cup. And there you go, Bob's your uncle. But yeah, nice and simple pose. It does add up a lot of variety to his very bleak outfit, adding in the white. But definitely not the one I'm going to go with. That will be the next one. So let's jump into that. Alright, here we go. Final pose for cool guy, stats maxed out. Here is Waver, smoking a cigarette, reading a book, looking cool. He's got his head cocked a little bit. He's even got his glasses on. Really cool, honestly. Not gonna lie. Definitely my favorite pose out of all of them. I quite like it. It's really simple to do as well. Just switch out a couple of arms and hands that hold the right stuff. Put the glasses on the same way you do with every other glasses. Just put it on the hairpiece and then slot everything together. And then pop the cigarette in his mouth, and there you go. Again, do be careful with this because there are a lot of small parts and they'd be easy to lose, which you definitely don't want to do. So if you're not using them, make sure you put them away safely in the box or somewhere else. Maybe plastic package them up just so they don't slip out anywhere. But yeah, really cool Nendoroid overall. So let's give some final review impressions. So, I mean, I'm not really going to take a point off for the joints because it could just be that I've left it out without touching it for a while. You know, they've shrunk over time. A little hot water can fix all of that up anyway. I will take 1 point off for the scarf. Like, I would appreciate it if they had, like, put a little peg in his back or something just to keep it in place. It is a little annoying. Other than that, it's pretty much what you'd expect from Case Files Waver Nendoroid. So yeah, I'm only going to give it a 9 out of 10, which is still pretty great, but I can't find any other flaws with it that I'm willing to say, don't get this one for whatever reason. I say it's worth picking up, especially if you like Fate stuff, and if you like Waver in general. So now on to Ice's section of the video, since he wants to compare. Let's see. We'll put Waver over here. Yeah, we'll put Waver over here, and Gray can go here. So yeah, between the two of them, honestly, it's gonna come down to personal preference. Like, I'd say get whichever character you like the most. Me personally, I'd say get them both if you can. I'm sure it'll be harder to get Waver. So if you're looking to get, oh, hold on, why doesn't this focus? What's happening with the autofocus here? There we go. God damn it, happened again. Let's lock it. There we go. So with the two of them, it's always going to come down to get whoever you can. If you can afford both of them, I'd say get both. Waver will be the harder to get one out of the two of them, I reckon, just because he's a little older now and he's probably not going to get a re-release. So if you are thinking of getting both of them eventually, get Waver first, because then you can always find Gray a little later down at retail price, I reckon. But of course, if you don't really care for Waver, I say go for Gray, because waifu reasons. She's the better looking one, and I think she has some cooler looking poses and stuff. Like, of course, this one Waver pose here looks awesome, but I think overall Gray would probably be the better one. But again, it is up to you, so pick carefully, my friend. But yeah, that is it for the video. I hope you all did enjoy it. Drop a like. Do comment down below if you want to see anyone in particular next. Of course, I've got all the fake Nendoroids ready and waiting. Everything that has released recently is still in shipping, but for the most part, if you haven't seen it on the channel, I probably still have a fake Nendoroid in this room now, right to my, well, to my right. So yeah, let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see, and definitely subscribe for more Nendoroid content, because we'll definitely be getting back into that starting from now on. Of course, there will be the Pyra. Oh, no, I'll tell you guys in this video. Oh wait, hold on. We hit 600 subscribers, didn't we? I should have announced this at the beginning of the video. Oh well, we hit 600 subscribers. So yay us! We hit another milestone. So congratulations! Thanks for subscribing to all of you who have been around for ages, and all of you who are new to the channel. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the support. It's really nice to come see the channel grow and stuff like that. Even though I haven't made too many Nendoroid videos, I appreciate the fake Grand Order support. Hopefully all of you will jump in on the Nendoroid stuff as well if you've been watching all that. But yeah, cool stuff. And then for other announcements, Pyra, the Pyra scale figure, actually I ordered it for next year. It did get a couple more units created during the manufacturing process, so Good Smile let Ami know, and Ami let me know, and they were like, hey, do you want to get yours early? And I'm like, heck yeah, dude. So that's already paid off. I DHL shipped it rather than doing the cheap, like 1 to 3 months shipping thing. I want to see that thing as soon as possible. It's going to suck though, because she's going to be all alone for like a year until next year when Mithra gets her release. Because I also jumped on that, but I don't think they had more units for her. So unfortunately, it's going to just be Pyra. But hey, we'll take what we can get. Pyra for now, and then Mithra a little later. So definitely look forward to that if you're a Xenoblade fan. And I think that is pretty much it for random like housekeeping things. So yeah, again, if you like the video, drop a like, subscribe for more Nendoroid content, and I will see you all in the next one. All right, bye.